Oh, goodness, that flashes bright on this. So, good morning, guys, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 6. Um, I'm sitting here time wasting because I actually have a doctor's appointment here in a little bit. Bless you, Pippin. Cat just sneezed by me. I need to dust the house again, but I was preparing my stuff thinking, what do I need to take with me to the doctor's office and everything. And, of course, I have to take a project bag because you never know. They allow walk-ins first thing in the morning at my doctor's office. And sometimes you can get a little pushback up until lunch. And my appointment's actually at 10:30. So anyway, I'm not dying or anything. I just really need to see the doctor for an ear problem in particular. Since it's gotten cold, it's getting worse. But I sat down here. I had just gotten done responding to comments on my Vlogmas post yesterday. And Margaret Olander was a really good sport, and she did participate in the holiday tradition thing that I tagged her. And she normally doesn't do a lot of the tags, but she was a very good sport with this one, and she did do it. I know I'm not the only one who tagged her in it, but I've been sitting here, responded to her reply, and realized what I did. So last night, I only had a little tiny ball left to go on the first skein I put in, which was a partial from where I did the hat. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be adding in a new yarn while I'm at the doctor's office. Let me get the new ball added in, and then I'll go and do something else. So I just want to show you guys, this is where I added in the new yarn. I've worked another inch up. And it's like, well, I've only got 45 minutes before I leave. Why would I want to stop working on my scarf? Not thinking, hey, I still need to brush my teeth. I might want to go get another cup of coffee or anything else. Does anyone else do that where they're like, I'm just going to pick this up for a second and do this one little thing, and then find themselves hours later still working on things? Anyway, I thought I would share because that just amused me. I'm going to end up finding myself in the same position where it's like, oh, just a little bit more and I can add in the next ball of it. Ay. So yeah, I've got, actually that's almost an inch and a half. That's a pretty big section that I just worked up. I've got enough I can weave in my ends. Maybe that's what I'll do, and I'll call it quits till I sit down at the doctor. But yeah, I just thought I'd share this morning because that amused me. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Hi, so I'm sitting here in my living room. I just got back from running errands, going to the doctor and stuff. And I had a box waiting for me. I was expecting it. It is from Lion Brand. It took forever to get here because part of it was sold out when I bought it. But I wanted to share with you guys what I got. Of course, there's some yarn. But first off, I wanted to share. That's the pattern that was sitting on top under my packing slip. I got the full kit to do this. And when Terry over at Lovejoy or Yarn Joy started her podcast showing this, or started this on her podcast, I had no idea this was a kit. So I bought the kit for it. And that's actually why this took so long to get here. It's not the only thing I bought, but I thought I'd try. Ooh, see if I can keep my finger out of the camera here. The Fancy Lion brand yarns that they sell on the website. This is the Anya Superwash Merino. And this one's in a Halloween color. It's called Trick or Treat. I thought it was really pretty on the website. It feels really nice, I'm going to be honest. But what merino doesn't? But I thought I'd give it a try and let you guys know what I think about it. Because those are pretty expensive on their website, and I've seen a couple of them. They had one that had stainless steel in it a couple years ago, and they've had a cashmerino that's part of these LB collections. And yeah, I've always been curious, but I've never actually bought any. But we'll see how that goes. Normally I do this in a self-facing camera, but I don't have my hair and makeup done. I'm about to go make dinner and take a shower, and I kind of look scuzzy. So we got baby soft for the llama. This is the background yarn. It's Vanna's Choice. Trying to get to the bottom of the box here. This is part of the kit. It's DIY yarn. I only ordered 4 things. I got the 2 skeins of Trick or Treat, the kit, and I thought I'd try this. Just out of curiosity. I haven't tried weaving for many moons. And it's the kind of thing I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it or not. So for $10, why not try the small cheapy loom? I figure I could get a couple of pieces of fabric out of it and maybe help work through some of my cotton. But I got the expansion peg kit for it too, so you can do a slightly larger piece. But yeah, I don't know why I say but yeah so much. It's such a weird thing to do. So there we go. That's my only real Crafty Black Friday purchase. When I sit down to film my next show and tell, I do have some things that I ordered from ThinkGeek that I bought with the purpose of keeping in project bags, but that's a whole different story. So I'm going to go get dinner started, and then I got to head out for a meeting tonight. So I will check in with you guys later on. Bye. Okay, so I just got home from my prayer shawl meeting and got resituated at the house, and wanted to share. I'm about 1.5 feet into the scarf that I was showing earlier that I took to the doctor's office, but I've got this combination of yarn left over from my Cakes 2 to Tango shawl, and Holly over at the Proper Pineapple made this Kelsey shawl, and it was so pretty. So I have decided that I'm going to make one too, except I'm going to start here and go here. Sorry, I'm sitting here in the study with my husband because YouTube. And then I'm going to work from the outside in, and I'll grab my yarn spindle, so we'll get to test that out there until we finish that ball. So I should have about half of this left when I'm done. And I just wanted to let you know how I was going to wrap up my evening. I'm getting ready to go make a cup of tea. And I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a wonderful night.